Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We're going to have a nice day. 72, mix of sun and clouds. Tonight, overnight, rain. Could have some thunderstorms. Clearing out for your Wednesday. Looks to be a good day Wednesday for Dublin Deck. We're going to have a stack of Fest tickets to give away tomorrow night. Whiskey Road performs. Do not miss another great evening at Dublin Deck. And then could have some more rain on Thursday, Cande. So,
well, it waters the flowers, the vegetables, you know.
Yes, absolutely it does. Cande, I got a bunch of stories for you that I think you're going to appreciate and maybe want to talk about all of them. This one is going to, for someone like you, and I mean this with all, I don't mean this to demean you, Cande, okay?
Uh-oh.
You're not a big technology person.
No.
Okay. There is a new drive-thru they are testing out in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota today.
Oh.
It's a concept drive-thru. It's Taco Bell, okay? It doesn't matter that it's Taco Bell, but it's just, this is a glimpse into the future. There are 4 lanes, each with a special designation. 2 are for customers who pre-ordered through the app.
Interesting.
1 is dedicated to Uber Eats and DoorDash and delivery services. And the other to handle anyone who's just pulling up and ordering food and that kind of thing. And there's an elevator. The food is sent down to you through a mini elevator. It's cashless. It's, you put your credit card in, the whole thing, 4 different lanes. You got to remember which one you're in. What do you think of the concept, Cande?
Sounds a little confusing. I hope I could get through it. I don't even like self-checkout.
Oh, you don't use self-checkout at the
Very rarely.
I love self-checkout because at the supermarket especially, and, some other places, maybe they're not as crowded, CVS or things like that, it doesn't take long to wait online. But supermarket, I am always on the self-checkout.
Well, now I know what line you're in. I rarely do that.
Yeah. Now, if I do a big shopping, like the cart is really, really full,
yeah.
I'm going to a person.
Yes.
Because I don't want to have to, pull the stuff out and then do them all.
I'll do like a gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, but that's it. If I've got a cart full of stuff, no way.
I think my maximum on my self-checkout would be like, 15 items.
Oh, look at you, you little express.
So,
I won't say express queen.
I could be the express queen.
That's
fine. All right, how about this? The world's biggest 4-day work week pilot program has launched.
I like it.
Now, this is a dream a lot of people have been thinking about, right? They just launched it in the UK, and here's what they're doing. The experiment will last 6 months. It'll involve 3,300 workers spanning 70 companies, ranging from banks to fish and chip restaurants. During the program, workers will receive full pay for working only 80% of the usual week in exchange for promising to maintain 100% of their productivity, because the idea is to see what happens, does work drop off, and does it improve mental health and well-being?
I think, no, work does not drop off, and yes, it improves mental well-being.
I tend to agree. Now, look, there's certain industries, whether it be, our police, our firefighters, our EMS, our nurses, our doctors, pick an industry that, you can't cut down the work days. You got to work when you got to work. Even here, Cande, we're, we'd be on the radio Monday through Friday, whatever the case is. But the program is being run by a nonprofit in association with researchers, and they're going to see if maybe mental health is better and maybe the same amount of work is being done, productivity stays the same, and they're going to kind of see which employees at which different companies did good, the 4-day workers or the 5-day workers, and what happens. And what do you think?
I like it. I think, yes, let's give it a roll.
You're ready for a 0-day work week, aren't you?
Well, I love the radio. I love radio.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'll sit here till they pick me up and put me in the home.
You're going to be here a long time, aren't you?
I don't know.
All right. Well,
let's not talk about that. It's so depressing.
I have a year in mind where I think you're going to call it a day. There's a certain year in my mind
Yeah.
that I think I'm not going to mention it.
Good.
Just I have it in my head that I'm not going to be surprised.
I'm not that old to retire quite yet.
No, you're not.
I'm not financially capable of retiring yet. How's that?
I understand all these different things. But in my mind, there's an age and a year with you that I feel I could see it in my mind.
Yeah, sooner or later, all good things come to an end.
Yes. And how about this one? Employees sharing tips for everyone else about the places they work at. Like, for instance, here's one, and I agree with this. I never eat these. Someone says, who works at a bar, skip the fruit when you have a cocktail and they put fruit in it.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Either ask them not to put the fruit in it or don't eat. If they do, take them out. Do not eat them. Because as we know, have you ever been to a bar as they prepare the fruit, Candy?
Yes, I have.
There's no gloves. It's dirty hands. It's knives. You don't know.
They're not washing those lemons and limes.
No, they're not washed. The fruit's not washed. They're using their bare hands. They're not using gloves. They're cutting with knives. You don't know where they've been. I never have the fruit in a cocktail.
Me either. Ever.
Yeah. How about this? If you're buying a mattress at an actual mattress store, buy it in the middle of spring.
Oh, why is that?
Because that is when mattress stores are incredibly slow and they have the best sales.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is coming from a mattress store worker.
Oh.
Middle of spring. So I guess you're still in that range right now, sort of, right?
Sort of.
No.
Coming out of spring.
And we're
got,
almost,
another 3 weeks.
Yep.
Well, 2. Maybe 3.
Here's one that I don't know that this is completely true at every concert, but there's something to be said for it. At any concert venue, the best sound will be directly in front of the engineer at the main soundboard in the middle of the concert.
I completely agree.
And
I have tried to sit there many times.
Right. Now, if anyone ever has walked by that main soundboard kind of in the middle of the orchestra section, that is where the music on stage is being mixed. So the people at that soundboard have to have speakers that are facing them that they can tell, what the sound is that's coming off the stage. So, yeah, the sound is usually pretty good over there. Here's one from a hotel worker. And, Candy, I have never met anyone that does this. Please tell me if you do, because I've never met anyone.
Will?
Don't make the bed before you leave a hotel.
Never.
Right, this is absurd. It has to be taken apart for cleaning. Obviously, if you're checking out, they're putting new sheets on.
We hope so.
That's right. And don't make the bed before. But here's the other thing. If you make the bed nice and neat before you leave a hotel, and I've never met anyone who does this.
No, me either.
If the bed looks unslept in,
they're going to leave it just like that.
Right. They may not change it. Exactly.
Never do that. Who's doing that?
And finally, this is probably, I'm glad this is on the list, probably my biggest pet peeve and one of my most disgusting things. I hate this. When you're at a dinner anywhere, it doesn't matter. It could be a fancy restaurant, a diner. When you grab that ketchup bottle, Candy.
Yes.
And you squeeze the ketchup on your hamburger or your French fries.
Uh-huh.
You better go sanitize, wash your hands, use Purell. You can't even imagine what is on that ketchup bottle on the outside. But wait, there's more.
Uh-oh.
Some customers will take the cap off and use their own forks and knives to scoop ketchup out.
You and Abby just went out for hamburgers.
Yes.
Did you put ketchup on?
They give you individual packets of ketchup.
I see.
Yes.
I very rarely use ketchup anymore anyway. But I will never touch it again.
My kids touch the ketchup bottles on a table, they immediately have to go wash their hands. That is a done deal in my family.
Pretty gross.
Not even a question. Candy, less than 20 minutes to your bald and the beautiful entertainment. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We're going to have a nice day. Mix of sun and clouds, 72. Rain overnight. Clearing out for your Wednesday Dublin Deck. We're giving away fest tickets all night tomorrow night at Dublin Deck. Whiskey Road performs. Going to be a big night. We can't wait. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Candy in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.